Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, as you might have noticed, we're in a different tractor. I went ahead and exchanged tractors, and not just one tractor, two of them. I'd went down to the dealership to check on combine prices, and I was also running our grain in to be sold, which is what I'm doing right now. And they had this Ursus in the used lot. It had just come in, way lower hours, and hopefully more power because we couldn't even climb this hill right here with the other one. But this one here has 155 horsepower versus our two-wheel drive version, which had 130. So I bumped up the horsepower a little bit on this one. And then back in the corner of the lot, they had that MTZ Belarus. And our other Ursus, the blue one, had 100 horsepower, and that one's got 107 horsepower. So it's really not much of a difference. But what is different is the fact that the Belarus that we got has way less hours on it. It is a newer, well, it's not as worn out as our other machinery. So by just doing a little swapping and selling one load of the sorghum or Milo that we're hauling right now, I was able to make this swap and have a little bit of money left over. But that's the next thing we're getting ready to do is we're going to go ahead and, yeah, see this hill? I was doing 3 miles an hour up it. This still has trouble hauling up this hill. But it's doing way better. I'm not going to argue because I couldn't afford anything stronger than this. There just wasn't no way. Everything else there was just way too expensive. But we are going to sell off our crops so that we have a little bit of cash to get the things that we need. And we got to put them on the train. They are going to be leaving. Our prices are actually looking really good. So I am going to go ahead and get them in here and get them sold off. So let's get this dumped in. This is the last load. We still have a little bit left at the house, but it's not enough to warrant another trip. It's only 250 liters, and that's just not enough to drive back and forth. Till we harvest it again, we can just hold on to it or find something to do with it. But anyway, we're going to come down here, and let's see. I got to remember. I think we have to go down the way here, and we can go rent the train and get it here. Because we need to get that stuff gone before the price changes. I don't want the price to go to changing. I believe it's right up here. I might be wrong. Is it right up here? No, it is not. It must be down there. Make sure we don't mess up here. So yeah, all we did is just traded it in for one that has a little bit more horsepower. So not a bad deal. At least I don't think so anyway. Maybe it's up here on the right. We'll just park right up here on the side. I don't think anybody else has been coming in, but just in case there's other people, let's just hop out and have a look, shall we? For some reason, I just cannot remember. Yeah, it's right here. Here's where we call the conductor to have him bring the train in, right here. Let's go look for it. Where is that train? Should be here any moment. Oh, looky there. What's this? Oh, wow. Well, I guess we better be looking for some of those, hadn't we? Oh, here it comes. There's the train. And there goes the train. Hello? I rented you. Come back. Is he coming back? He did stop. Oh, he's coming back. Run! Oh no! Get out of the way. Okay. We need to back up the train here. This car will be filled with our sorghum. That put quite a bit in it, didn't it? Okay, and now we just need to get our canola in a car. Looks like it'll be not this one, but the next one. Okay. And this one will have our canola. There we go. And is that all of it? Let's back up a little bit and have a look and make sure. That's it. Okay, let's send this train on its way, shall we? Okay. Well, money in the bank. Now all we got to do is put that money to good use. We do still need a combine. I did get a hold of the insurance company, and they are going to do a payout on that old combine. Seems like that combine was still fairly expensive. It's not a whole bunch of money, but they are going to write me a check for $12,000. So we should see that in the bank in the next couple of days. Maybe even sooner than that. I don't know. But when it comes through, it comes through. Now that we got that done, we're going to get back to the farm here real quick. And then we are going to go over and ted the field, because the sunshine hasn't got here yet. It's still been cloudy. I figured by now the sun would have popped out, but we do have a chance of rain tonight. So we definitely have got to get that grass tedded and taken care of as quickly as possible. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that underway. And we also, I am debating on whether to plant this piece of ground right here to grass. I originally thought about planting it to wheat, but if I plant it to grass, it might have a a little bit better yield for us than wheat will. After a ground study that was, whoops, that's the wrong door anyway. After a ground study that was done, I found out that that ground, I mean, I don't have to back this in here, I'm just doing it. I found out that the ground up here around the farm is not very good ground. Whoa. Oh, I'm having a heck of a time backing this in here, ain't I? Man, I did this the other day with the other track. Oh, you know what? I've got a four-wheel drive tractor now. I don't have my turning radius I used to. That's what it is. I don't have the same turning radius. Well, that kind of sucks. Yep, that's what it is. I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this tractor put away in here. That way it's just put up in case it does start to rain. But I think instead we're going to put it over here. We'll just put it in here. Excuse me. Because we might have to get in here to get to the front loader that goes with that. Oh, and the bale spikes over there. Well, we might still be able to get it. We might drag it over to the edge. Okay. Hop up in here in the Belarus. Yeah, a nice little tractor. You know, the main thing was a little bit more horsepower. That's what I was after. And this thing's definitely got a few more ponies under the hood. And I just went the wrong way to go to our grass field, but that's okay. Hopefully soon our grass field will be right there. But this is a nice little tractor. I don't feel it is as nice as the Ursus, but the turning radius is better on it. And I think it's going to be a little bit better when it comes to lifting bales. It's got a much more reinforced front end than the Ursus, I noticed. So that should help out. At least I hope so. We're going to find out anyway. Okay. Right here is our field. Let's go ahead and open this up. Lock that in. Let that down. And locked. Here we go. Now this little tractor should have no problem whatsoever. We shouldn't have to worry one bit about making this hay turn. Because man, look at it throw it around. I just hope it don't throw it off the edge or something. That would be a bad deal. Somewhere we can't get to it. Let's lift that up here. Brakes work. At least that's one good thing. Lord, if they didn't work, might have a hissy fit. Okay. Longest edge. I mean, it looks like we've got a fairly good amount of grass and hay here. Much better than I thought we would get. Very pleased with it anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and get this tedded up. And after I ted it, I'm going to go ahead and grab the windrower, and I'm just going to throw it all into one long time lapse for you. And I'll see you when it's all said and done. All right, everybody. There we go. Look how tall these windrows are. This is probably one of the best stands of grass I have ever seen. Means we ought to get a very nice amount of bales off of this property that will really boost us up, which is, as I can't mention enough, something we desperately need. Right now, though, we just have the sheep that need the bales. So long as we got a couple of bales to keep the sheep going, I think we'll be just fine. I could just feed the sheep grass, but I think that the hay will last longer and stay longer because it's dried out. No chance of it catching fire from moisture buildup, which, as you know, I definitely don't want none of those kind of issues. So, with that being said, we now have everything set up. And now this is going to be the hard part right here, is trying to get this back where it was, because it was in a tight quartered all of this is tight quartered in here. And I think we're going to have to reuse this location in the future. We're going to have to move stuff around. I do not like how they use this building. I did go ahead and use the hayloft in it, though. I didn't get to show you this, but all those bales we made, I have put up here and rolled into place. Boy, them big ones, that was a chore. I was hurting by the end of that one. But anyway, let's see. Now we need to get the baler, which means we need to open that door and back this in place. A little more. Well, the little Belarus really came through for us. Man, that thing just really went at it. Okay. I think we can go out this door. We don't ever use these doors hardly. But the next thing we need to do is we need to get the baler over there and get to baling. And again, I'm sorry for a lot of time lapses and stuff like that, but you know, it would be difficult to just continue to talk over everything. There's just not that much overall talking to be done other than just updating you on what's happening, and that's what I do. But when we get over there, we'll see how these bales produce, and then probably go right to another time lapse. So I'm going to go ahead and see you over there. Well, got quite a few bales off of that. More than I expected. So I am thrilled with the results. But we'll get those picked up and get them put away. And, yeah. We will be ready for the next chapter. Oh, man, I'm going to get some rock and fill that in. I know it ain't my responsibility. But, man, that bump's getting real bad. And I don't care for it. One thing I've noticed is the turning radius on this tractor is absolutely deplorable. It just cannot make a good turn. But I think that is primarily just due to the fact that it's front wheel assist. I know that makes a massive difference when it comes to turning radius. But, I mean, it's not a game changer or killer or nothing. It just is what it is. You know what? I got a new home for this baler. It's going to go over here. Because when we do get a new combine, I imagine I'm going to have a header trailer for it. So we're just going to tuck the baler back under this shed. I mean, it's still out of the way. It's still taken care of. But it's just in a different part. All right. Well, I do believe that is everything for the moment that we had other than getting those bales. Which we need to get our trailer over here. We'll go grab those. And, yeah, this should be a pretty good deal. At least I think so. I know at some point I'm going to have to fix this poor bale trailer. I can't keep driving around with the wood falling out like that on the, on the decking. And maybe give it a spritz up, take some of the rust off, see how bad it really is. Because if it is this bad, that's not good. Man, look at them holes. If I do get square bales, they might just fall right through. Not that they would actually fall through, but I don't really want to take a chance. I didn't even count how many bales that we did get. I know it was a decent amount, but we're about to find out how decent it was. Excuse me? Okay, let's see. Maybe I just didn't have it set right. Yeah, there we go. Lord Almighty. Can't have it looking that way. Starting to get hot in here. I had to close or open my door. Don't want to run the AC just yet. I don't think it's quite time for that. Okay. Well, that ought to be it right there. 8 bales, plus almost a full bale. That's pretty good, if you ask me. That's a pretty full trailer. Pretty darn full trailer. And, oh, there's that bump again. I think that will end up keeping us for quite some time. Oh, watch out, buddy. Whew. I'll tell you, I hate them guys being there. They walk across there so crazy. I think we're going to store these bales up in that hayloft with the straw bales. So I'm actually going to put them over here next to the building where I can get to them with the tractor and shuffle them up top. Let's see here. That ought to do it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll go park this bale trailer back here in the nowhere. There's that turning radius causing me issues again. Oh, it's okay. I'll get used to it. I've just been so used to having those big, wide turning radiuses that this just seems a little unfamiliar. You know? Okay, I do believe... Oh, well, we needed that one open for the other anyway. There we go. We'll get this parked right back in here again. Okay. Well, the Ursus is parked down. The Belarus is parked down. We'll move those here after a bit. That'll be something we can do later. But for now, I think we're looking pretty good. It's too late for us to put, unfortunately, to put grass seed in. So we're kind of at a holding point for now. So with that being said, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.